Welcome to the Impactful Introvert podcast. I'm your host, Seema Pateel, an introverted business coach and a mom of two. My genius shines in helping introverted women map out a simple and sustainable marketing strategy tailored to their goals and introverted personalities. Every week, I'll share with you how you can simplify your marketing so that it is sustainable. After all, you started your business to serve clients and make an impact, not to master marketing. So, let's jump right in. Hi, welcome to another episode. And today I'm talking about the three things to help you book clients now because I know with summer approaching, you are eager to get into the groove and sign some clients so that you can actually have a more relaxed and stress free summer with your kids. And that is why this episode is so apt. So let's get into the three things that you can do right now to book clients. I know, I know there are so many freebies that you may have already downloaded and not seen results. So let's start off with a disclaimer that all of those freebies will work. If you really have put in the effort and then they didn't work, then please reach out to me. I'd like to see what's going on as to why a strategy isn't working because from my experience, every strategy works when you work it. I've tried so many things. You've no idea that how many things I've tried just to avoid talking to people. I don't know if I've said this before. I have even tried drop shipping as a no name, like uh, totally fake brand name, like not not using my personal name. That is what I mean by fake, just to avoid talking to people. So I've tried many things, and I will help you figure out what is going on, why the strategy is not working. If you really like a strategy and if you think it's not working, then it's less to do with the strategy and more to do with how you're implementing it. And that is what I will help you uncover. To you about the three things that you need to do, or three things you can add right now, change right now, tweak right now, so that you can start booking clients instantly. Why? I do mean instantly. I'm not just making it up. It can be instant if you just pay attention a little bit, take notes, and implement it. You will see it. It's possible. You can see a client right now, today itself. So the very first thing that I want you to focus on is to talk about specific results in your content. So what I mean by specific results is instead of being vague, like I business coaching itself could be expressed in so many ways. And if I look at a multi-million income generating business coach and I try to follow their strategy, I would be talking about freedom, empowerment, and whatnot. My target audience is introverted moms who are trying to launch their business, who are trying to, um, like, they may have started a business, it may have just been a side gig, it's just a thing that they do when they find time, but now they're serious and they are feeling overwhelmed by all the things that they have figured out that they have to do for marketing because they've downloaded all the freebies. I know who what that feels like. I was one of them. So I totally know that feeling. And that mom needs support. And I support that mom in removing all the things that is called causing overwhelm by getting her to be clear about what she wants from her business, whether it's 5K months or whether it's work only 15 hours with as much money as she can make, whether it's in four figures, five figures, it does not matter. What is it that she wants from her business? And what is it she wants for her business? That's also an important thing because not everybody is driven with the thought that I just wish I could contribute to the family income. Sometimes you're feeling Lost as a mom, stay-at-home mom who doesn't go out often because of young kids, and all you're doing is meeting other moms, talking about what your child is eating, how you're trying to figure out how to like fit in all the activities in school, etc. The kind of conversations I have with friends is limited to kids. It's all around kids. But sometimes as a person, you crave to create an impact. So, what is the impact that you want to create through your business? So, what do you want for your business? Do you have an aim? Do you have a goal? You get clear on that. Those, the clarity, the clarity helps get really clear on what kind of plan will work best for you, what strategy will work best for you. We then go into figuring out how you can implement it within the schedule or the time pockets that you have. Moms don't always have a clear schedule where they can sit for 2 hours or 3 hours, especially moms with young kids. Even if your kids are going to preschool, I'm very sure they don't go for long. And if you've been someone like me, you think, why send your little one to preschool when there's only one income coming into the household? You should contribute in some way other than just generating an income. And as a mom, you can do that. So, all of these thoughts are there which are holding us back from fully embracing the business owner aspect. And there is a little bit of pull of not wanting to be just a mom who is constantly thinking about their child, wanting to be your own person who has their own ambitions. And I help them get to this. We simplify their entire business so that they can achieve these things with the simplest of the goals. And with that clarity and simplicity, we create consistency in their marketing, in creating systems and processes. Because as a busy mom, you need your time free. You cannot be expected to do everything in your business, and systems are your best friend. So that's what we work on. If if you don't want that, like, simplicity is the best thing. If you don't want to have a elaborate funnel, then we do not create an elaborate funnel. It's not worth your time. If you do not want an elaborate funnel, we create the simplest of the funnel. The term itself can be overwhelming for a few people, and if you're not a techie, it can be very overwhelming. And I help you take out all of that overwhelm. We just get very clear, we simplify so that we can be consistent. Because, frankly, without consistency, it is hard to consistently book clients. When you're not consistent, how can people know and trust you to be consistent? So, this is what I do, and I convey these things in my message. Instead of just saying I empower you to uh, achieve your life's dream, I encourage you to be ambitious. I whatever I cannot think of very many examples, but please get really specific about the results that your clients will get and talk about those results in your content. Now, it's not just enough to talk about them, you have to weave it into your content as to how it's possible for them. As a mom who's spending most of their time with their kids, you don't have the time. So how is it possible for you to start booking clients consistently, do the marketing tasks, have the sales conversations, do the client work, etc., etc.? How can you do all of that? So help them see how they can do it within the pockets of the time. Like I help you see how you can do all of this through my content. I tell you how simplifying makes it easy to fit tasks in. I give you a free guide to figure out how to start marketing consistently without having to think constantly, like, What am I supposed to do today? Like, what is it that I should be doing? I take away that question from your life. So I have a free guide that you can download, send me a message, and I'll send you the link. But all kinds of things that I'm creating for you, my content, my freebies are all to simplify, clarify, so that things in your business, so that you can be consistent with it. That's the most important thing for someone who is new to marketing, who is not being consistent with their marketing, so that they can book clients. And lastly, connect the results to working with you. Again, I have been talking about my example throughout here because I want you to see that the results that you're looking for, the simple business that you can do within the pockets of the time that you have, the freedom from overwhelm of the overwhelm that marketing can bring in, sales can bring in, all of that you can achieve by working with me. So I'm trying to make that connection, that result that you're seeking is possible by working with me. When you do that, people will not make. I could just say, like, simplify your business instead of saying, when you work with me, this is what I helped you to do. And when I say that, simplify your business, and another quote says, listen, I can help you simplify your business, they instantly make the connection of, yes, I need a simple business, and she can provide it. I'm losing out a potential client because I wasn't clear in expressing that I can help you achieve what you want. So make sure to help connect the results to you as a service provider. The second thing here is to always promote just one offer. I've had multiple packages as a WordPress developer, and everything was on my website. However, what I sold most and what I always preferred having a client for was to do the complete website development. I had like I you could have me on retainer. You give me any task related to development and I'll do it for you. You could also hire me for parts of work, like only a few hours of work, and that would be one off job instead of having me on retainer. And I had that. But the offer that I would promote was full website development because that's what made most sense financially. That's what made most sense in with respect to time, because an entire website in my hands from scratch takes me less time going in, figuring out, fixing the existing stuff that is causing conflict in the code, etc., etc. So it was beneficial for me in every way, and that is why that was the package that I almost always promoted. You could work with me. I would talk if somebody needed, somebody said that I don't need the whole thing, like I've built the home page, all I'm struggling with is to fix this particular functionality that my client has asked for. I would tell them, see, these are the other two options. You can hire me for that, but otherwise I wouldn't really promote that. And most of my work was full website. Even if it was not full, complete website, I wouldn't take on the part of fixing kind of work, because like I would take on an entire page development or a landing page development, etc. So it made most sense, and that is what I sold. What makes which package of yours makes most sense to sell? Now, if you say I have a membership and a one-on-one program and a group program, and I want to sell all of them, sell by all means. However, be strategic about it. Don't constantly sell all three because it gets confusing. Because frankly, like I love what Costco does. I can see the benefits now. They have very few options, and you just have to pick from those three or four at most options of whether it's cereal, whether it's protein shakes, whether it's uh, the meds, the supplements, or food option, the oil, etc., etc., snacks, whatever. Like if I take my kids, I'm not standing in front of a huge aisle filled with 50 or 100 different cereals. It's just three or four. I tell them this is the healthiest. this is okay, this is fun to eat, and this I'm sure you will not like the taste very much. So the ease of decision making is so satisfying, especially with kids, that I really appreciate that. And do that for your own potential clients. Make it easy for them to decide. The way you can do that, in case if you have three varieties, like I just said, group, one-on-one, and membership. Like in my case of development, there was a sort of build up on each of the things. Like they were not all that different, but membership is very different from a group program, which is quite different from a one-on-one, like huge difference. So if that is how your business operates, then have seasons. Like have a season where you're focused on filling up your one-on-one. As far as I know, as a mom, you have limited capacity to handle one-on-one, irrespective of how your programs are run. You have a limited capacity, so you may fill up your one-on-one with just five clients. Like in my case, currently, I have only five spots open. So if you're thinking about working with me, you have to be. It's better if you reach out to me as soon as possible, because after five, I don't have capacity. My capacity is just five clients. Maybe yours is 10, maybe yours is 15. After that, anybody who wants to work with you can work with you in either your group program or your membership, whatever suits best to bring out their best results. So think about it. What is the season that your business is in? If you're brand new, like my target audience is brand new businesses who are trying to launch brand new, like even if you've been in business but haven't booked many clients, then you're like a brand new business with experience. So if you're trying to launch, let's focus on one aspect that makes the most sense right now for you, that you have the time for marketing, that will bring in the most revenue for you, or create the most impact for your clients. So think about it that way. What is your priority? Get clear. Clarity is what I help with. So reach out to me if you're still struggling, because I know how we can spiral down the oh but this, oh but that thoughts. So reach out to me. I'm here to help you. You can just create seasons, and when you're launching different offers, differentiate in the strategy, so that through your not just through your content, through your marketing itself, people get an idea that this is not the same thing. Like she was selling one-on-one before, now she's talking about a group program. Instead of making you feel like what, she does that too, shift the strategy a little bit, so that people feel like what you're selling currently is the most appropriate thing for them. And I'm not talking about in a manipulative way, I am talking about in the kind of target audience for group program is different from the kind of audience for one-on-one. Even though people can benefit from both kind of thing, but there are a section of people who would appreciate group coaching better, being among others who are going through the same experience and who are getting coached and learning through their experiences to a lot more than someone who needs high touch, high attention coaching, and one-on-one is best for them. So vary your things, vary your content, not just the offer at the end. So try and make adjustments to your promotions. The third point, personal outreach is important if you're not booking clients. Like creating content, going into Facebook groups, and trying to respond to looking to hire kind of posts, and replying to other people's posts makes sense. It is a very good strategy. However, you have to focus on building a personal rapport with the people you're interacting with. It then converts better, because even if they don't turn out to be clients, they can turn out to be referrals. They can bring in referrals for you. Like my old coach referred somebody to me, And that felt really, really, that made me really happy. Like, my God, my coach thinks I'm good. Like, it's not that she never told me, it's not that she never told me that she thinks I'm really good, but that make me feel like I'm growing. I'm growing in her eyes also. She says that, and yet when she sends people to me, it makes me feel very happy. So collaborations are great to increase your reach, grow your audience, and that you will get into a relationship where you can collaborate with someone only by trying to have a conversation with them, have a personal connection with them. So personal outreach does not mean cold DMs that where you're saying whatever the Hegel messages. Please don't do that, and please don't be the person who sends messages saying, "Hey, hey, hey, these are all my offers. Would you like to?" Whether even if it's for free, don't be that person without building a rapport first. Like when someone who I know, who I've known for a while, does that to me, I'm happy to say yes to participating in their free challenge or downloading their freebie. But brand new people, I don't even respond to them. I'm an introvert. Don't bombard me with such posts or messages. It makes me really uncomfortable. Like, oh my God, I'm taking something from you and I don't even know you. Is that okay? So, so personal outreach matters. Personal outreach does not mean sliding into DMs. Like that has a wrong connotation. That is what I'm using. But when you slide into someone's DMs, you're trying to extend the conversation. It's okay to do that. You can like direct message somebody when you have something more to add than just what you've commented on their post, especially when I have a different opinion, or if I have an opinion that I don't want to, like, it's not a contradicting opinion, but it's slightly different, or my understanding of it is different. I then definitely reach out in the messages, like, I continue the conversation in messages, and that helps me build rapport with the person, and that helps me not make them feel like I've put them on spot or I'm attacking them, etc., etc. Like if they take it whatever way they take it, it is up to them. It's not my responsibility to what is that? Cater to their feelings or make them feel a certain way. It's in my opinion, you're personally responsible for how you feel, but I will do my best to have a cordial conversation instead of an argument. So personal outreach, when I do that, that is also personal outreach. I'm not going and asking them to do things for me or do anything for me, even if it's for free, because that's a bit intrusive in my opinion. But later, if there's something that I have that I see is aligned with their current thing, I do offer. Like a friend, we reconnected after almost 2 years. She is still she's pivoted and she's still figuring out how to craft an offer, and I offered her to participate in my 5-day challenge. So do reach out to people. I'm not saying make friends, but build connections, build a personal connection so that you can get to know them, so that you can become collaborators, so that you can exchange ideas, etc. So that's the third point. So the first thing is to talk about specific results that your clients will get and make sure that they can see themselves in the results, and also make sure that you connect the results to yourself, to your services. Second thing is to always promote just one offer at a time instead of confusing your potential clients and making it hard for them to decide what works best for them. Lastly, personal outreach is helpful in building connections so that you can. It's not just about booking clients. I mean, it's great for booking clients, I will not deny, but it's not always about just booking clients. Collaborations and referrals are great. So, personal outreach helps build a rapport that helps you get to that stage. So, those are the three things.
To help you book a client now. And I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Impactful Introvert podcast. If you want to share your views, opinions, or ask me questions, then please send me a message on Instagram. My handle is Seema Pateel. See you in the next one.